because of circumstances like what they explain, we get the overcrowding, we get the congestion, then it put a lot of pressure for put on we for make actually within imprisonment or reformation within immediately hold it because of them reasons and the word I explained so far.
With that reformation process as well, and when I get any kind of program like outreach program for maybe prevent crime in rural communities, so you when I get as few prisoners as possible in most of them facilities, and if not even in Freetown here.
Well, like I said, we get NGOs and we visit the institutions there. A good number of NGOs, then they get prison watch. You get, in fact, the religious organizations where they visit for minister to these images, there's so plenty. So then they go around all the facilities and then get access. We get like I say, advocate they go, prison watch they go, legal aid board they go, they render free legal services for them. Then they counsel them, then they talk to them. So I think say we they make moves as far as outreach to the public, because like prison watch then they even do family tracing. People then they way they don't go, they don't stay at the facility, they not even connect with their families anymore or the communities where they come on. So prison watch they do family connection, family tracing, and all of that. So I think say they really open up for people there for coming for support. We effort them in terms of rehabilitation and reintegration.
Okay, now let's talk a bit about female prisoners. I've been to them facility. They are much better because the number is less. But how now they manage issues like some of them they will get picking them even? How now can manage issues like that?
Well, when we come in as a DG in May 2019, the first thing we try for tackle now that, because me look like say them people then they picking they not a prisoner, they don't commit no crime, they are innocent, but they are because of the fact that they live with their mama and they at the age where we not able to take them away from them mama them and make could do what we call child friendly centers within the facilities. We identify places that will build structures away. We put all kind toy, make television team where they play them, cartoon for them, then they play, then they laugh, then they give them food, we not to prison food. People then they come for can support like as my James Foundation, and they bring food. People then come on, they can come on out of the country. Like one lady they come out America, they send food for them picking and they. So all of the female institutions they will get around the country, in Freetown, in Bow, in Kenema, in McKinney. We gave child-friendly centers and they. So then picking and they we want, because before now we na institution we man they not so frequent. Now woman they no more, if you like na boy picking a woman they no more don't use for see. Sometimes as senior officers so we can go even visit the institution and they as boy picking at the picking they so and they run go inside, go to the mama because they no use for see man. That is really pathetic. So now somebody seen another way I look at, we as a coming, that's the first move I make for let make sure say them pick then no feel say they are all prisoners, even though they're small.
And how old can they be for Leona tolerate them? I mean, I imagine say at some point when I go say, okay, I think it's old enough now for let get out of this prison.
Yeah. 3 years, we can keep them until for 3 years. After 3 years, we can ask the mama get person we ready or we care enough for good take look after him picking. After we done 3, whilst in CD perhaps they still run his sentence. We can allow for the picking, the person can take the picking go. If we not get at all, we can approach social welfare or get them foster homes them. We can come, we talk to them. They can take them picking and they go look after them until the mama come out.
All right, stay with you in case you just joined me. This is the Epic Morning Show, and this morning we security, because like you mentioned the April 29 experience. I imagine say go don't change a lot of una protocol and strategy within the prison itself. So how difficult has it been since then for manage on a security system within the Pademba Road?
Well, circumstances, one thing they lead to another. Formally, before the war, we been get armed men there where we train. We been get armory where we get arms and ammunition. We, in fact, during the course of the war, most of the facilities, now we young correctional service, in those days we call them prison officers, and them they provide armed guard services to the facilities, and because we were armed and they were trained. Of course, now the military, now Benguima, be the training officers and they. But after the war, then disarm we. They say they don't want to let gun in and plenty people their hands, so they just limit the use of arms and ammunition to the military and the police. So we not been getting no arms again because they clear with armory, disarm we all, and so we not been getting no arms or ammunition for continue for guide institutions. So be that as it may, your main weapon as corrections officers now with rapport. Because for instance, like if they take 1,700 people there inside Pademba Road this morning, then you get only 50 officers the way they work inside it. Imagine if they were for overwhelm them, you know, and succumb them to what they want to make them succumb them to easy. But because of rapport, we get training for really talk, cajole somebody into or dissuade somebody, say no, not do this is not the correct thing, come I talk to you, come, that kind of way. But when he campaign, the number or the type of images that we will get today, especially after the war, people that really come inside now, people that we don't face war, they don't exposed to arms, ammunition, they get combat tactics and this and that. Now a good number of them why we get within the correctional facilities. So when small thing happen, then one and they always now the ringleaders, like for instance, that incident after government don't investigate, we find out most of the ringleaders now be condemned images themselves. We don't commit, they kill people them and all. Now they mean spearhead them thing and they. But because we were not armed at that time, even though we been get armed men there outside the prison walls, outside the perimeter, but still the response time for make them before really go inside and quell line it down, it be slow a little bit because of the command structure at the time. But otherwise, if we be armed, we were armed like we used to be, that incident did not before happen because we armed them before spontaneously or swiftly go inside it and quell that situation down. But after the incident, it was unfortunate it happened the way it did, but not the very immediate self plan for themselves, even though they get channels for seek redress. If anything go wrong, the one for seek redress, channels then get opinion leaders among them. But they bypass all of that because they was predetermined. They make sure say they want to go ahead because the social media have been all over the place. And they can't burn Padema Road, and they can't free Paulo Conte, and they can't do this. So prisoner, they small go phone there inside.
And that's another thing as well, where some people, some security experts at some point don't point to that. You have, because they had access to information as well, that's contributed to for flare up the situation.
It did. In my opinion, it did a great deal because people in the smuggle, even as we talk, with any time we cannot search, we must send some mobile phones there inside.
Well, that
either
mean,
the complicity
on Unayon end, that mean the Unayon end security not as watertight as it should be.
No, in a prison situation, there's no 100% watertight because even security facilities when they call Supermax in America, people then they escape from there. You know some of the stories there. With people then they dig tunnel miles and miles and miles for come go in one inmate room for let just escape. So there's no 100% watertight security in our prisons. We can minimize that to the barest, but we not go eliminate 100%. So phone must go inside either the complicity of corrections, some of the correction officers, or the inmate themselves get away where they go court perhaps. Somebody go come, they go court, sometimes person can't find them, secretly pass phone game, then phone and they, sorry for describer, then we call her in we language in our prison, say loan. They put her through in us because we no get scanner where you can detector where you can scanner and see. If they come, he pass with that phone, they will go, he pull and come out, he put her into use. So these are some of the ways that way people then they get phone inside and get information from outside. So that was one big reason why this news will be permeate around about then they can't burn Pademba Road and they can't set fire and they can free this person. All that need been boiled down to in a criminalism. They just capture that. They make like say the opportunity for let them try this while perhaps it go work, and they did. But unfortunately, they're not able to escape. The one they will still resist, where they get factions among themselves, where some be in favor of waiting them in the try for do, others not be in favor because they don't see consequences after. So among themselves now they be defend themselves. This person they try for escape, this other group they try for bring them down. So a lot of casualties they will get. Now factions they will be in effect among themselves because of what happen make it happen. But that don't pass now because we don't, the Ministry of Information, we don't call a press conference. Why we don't explain that? I just mentioned this in passing now because we can't do the security. But after that, we get a joint force of police, military, then they will twin now for help with, because they are armed, then help we now for the outside cordon of the security, so that any security shake up or anything will become suspect in terms of security, they need for coming swiftly for bring the situation under control. So these are some of the dynamics after that April 29 incident. We now get strong security measures in place because we get this technical support team from the military and the police who they help with for look at particularly security. So I think say we are on a very strong footing in terms of security.
Okay, away from major security issues like breaking away as well, there is also the problem of drugs. We, of course, in recent times, we've seen reports of even some prison officers, they participate in that smuggling ring day. What do they do for stamp out that particular practice in the prison?
Well, you see, any community, you must get bad eggs in there. Out of every 100 people that we put together, 1, 2, or 3 go most the way, you know, different, way of thinking, different, or a mindset different from the majority. So what we did do all of the time, most times, the one in the week, listen, we use, we will catch some of them where we not only carry them go to court and charge them for the offenses a day. We shame them, we call we use, they can put in a review, na TV, should they say, now this officer, now this attend for smuggle inside, because then they create security problem for we smuggle drugs inside, the image and take can, sometimes they do things out of the way, then they disobey the rules of the organization inside and there. So we put them to shame, we carry them go to court, a good number of officers, and they will don't send go to court, we don't charge them for trafficking. And so with the said examples, and we at least they restrain the others, the one they say we get the intention for doing it, they do. But like I say, in any situation, any community, you get more people, you must get people in the way na bad eggs them. And people will know to understand that 1 or 2 people that your behavior go be smeared the rest of the character of the other people there. So that the challenge that, but I think we're on top of the situation. And
regarding that as well, are you going to the root source of the problem? Because a lot of the time, if whether a phone and they smuggle or a drugs and they smuggle, money they behind them, and some of it is financed by people with the outside as well.
Well, the criminals and the inside, they get rings. Some of them they are criminal rings. Few perhaps go the outside where they still try for support the one day. Where the inside, if they not be facilitate the escape safe, but they want to make life easy for the inside, then the influence engineer officer they say, "Bo, get this money, go give this policy for me. I will give you this. Now you percentage this. If you get this money inside, then it happen." But like I say, we get this TST team now, this technical support team. So even the gate where people they enter now for lay access with facilities, especially now Pademba Road facility, we get police, we get military, we get corrections officers where they go, where they get form a ring. So anybody where they enter there, they go through that screening day, and they search you, be you woman, be you man, we get woman the way they search man, we get man the way they search man there, up to removing their boots, the hats, the belt. I don't go and go into the details.